Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is Season 2, Episode 5, The Minok Returns. When we last left Jeb, he was on Minmus in his nifty little ultralight that was put into orbit by a space plane and flew here all on its own and landed. He is not in communication with ground control at the moment, which during a normal mission would be a huge problem. But with limited fuel and no idea when he's supposed to return, Jeb's just gonna take to the skies anyway and bring this little bird home. He's already removed all the valuable science from the external onboard science experiments because they're not going to survive the re-entry. And now we are making our liftoff here and fidgeting with these ever finicky hydraulics thanks to Infernal Robotics mod. Yeah, alright. That'll give us a pretty good beat on things. This episode is coming to you entirely in real time, which is something I don't usually do, because there's a lot of really boring waiting for things to happen. This might not be an exception, but, well, we're inclined a little bit, and pretty much we're just going to have to shoot for a free return trajectory. We don't have a lot of expendable fuel. We're honestly kind of on the verge of things as it is. Yeah, this node's totally not going to work. We're going to have to move that around a little bit. Let's try here. Well, not quite what I'm liking. There it is. How much of an angle does that bring us down to? Well, yeah, okay. And see, it's starting to tip towards a polar inclination, which, well, the idea here was to do a free return and land at KSC. Another one of the rules I've devised for this particular playthrough is if it's not within 2 or 3 kilometers of KSC, it cannot be recovered. You will have to dispatch a rescue crew if it's further away than that. And this is the first not landing on a runway flight I've done in a good long while, as far as things that didn't go up on chemical rockets, which in this playthrough has only been satellites. So it's this is interesting. We're gonna fidget with this a little bit and try to get that periapsis down to right around 20 kilometers. That's a good place where you hit the atmosphere pretty well. And even at these speeds, entry speed will probably be somewhere around 3 or 3.5 kilometers a second. Even at those speeds, the atmosphere will catch you and bring you back. It'll arrest your descent. Now, it'd be nice not to hit that fast. If we had more fuel, we'd do a braking burn, maybe, but really, I've just kind of got my fingers crossed that we're going to have enough to do this burn, because there really isn't a whole lot left in the tank, and asking for another 250 meters a second, I mean, the spacecraft is really light and quite minimalist, but man, 240 meters a second. Looks like we've got, what, a little more than an eighth of a tank there. I do really like these LV909s. They're awesome for little short-range hops like this. And they're awesome for long-range hops too. But fingers crossed, right, Jeb? We're bringing you home, dude. Don't worry. Alright, do not miss your burn window. Do not miss your burn window. Alright, here we go. Fire it up. Whoa! Okay, zoom it back in. I don't know what the hell that's all about. It's done that to me a few times now, and I think it's just that transfer between suborbital and orbital. But either way, it's really annoying. I wouldn't have this problem if I did anything in IVA mode, right? Alright, almost there. Just be nice and gentle. 28, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay. We don't want to go too deep because then the heating will be much more extreme at lower altitudes at such a speed. Oh man, so close to the wire on fuel. Yep. Okay. I hope we got that one on the surface. I don't remember. Whoa. Come on, camera. What? Alright, come on. Zoom it back in. Alright, might as well use this mystery goo. You know, not a whole lot, but worth bringing home. So, Jeb, I'm going to have you hop out and collect these things. Alright, don't need that EVA report. Good. Oh. Alright, I know there's supposed to be a key that lets you reorient the Kerbal to where the screen is. Ooh, yeah, better take that seismic data. Good call. But I don't know what that key is, so if one of you people watching knows what that key is, let me know. Because, your head's stuck, Jeb. Your big old noggin stuck on the spacecraft, Jeb. Boink. Yeah, stuck. It has to be in front of you. Your arms aren't long enough to grab it from above you. Yep, there we go. Alright, get back in there. Oh, well, looks like we've already got that seismic, so whatever. Alright, well, we'll just go ahead and time warp a little bit and get Jeb somewhere closer to the atmosphere. Now that we're back in constant contact with mission control. Except for, oh, there we go. Except for right when I happen to say that, it goes down. Of course it does. And see, this is the thing that makes no sense. I've got no less than 3 satellites targeting him right now, and yet only one of them is maintaining the uplink. That's rather frustrating. Ah, crap. Well, it looks like we're going to miss mission control by about 2 hours. 3 hours, maybe. No, wait, a day is 4 hours, so we're missing it by about an hour. So if we had waited maybe an hour, hour and a half on our departure, we would land pretty close to KSC. Alright, let's burn off the rest of this and try to arrest as much of this speed as we can. And tuck that back in for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Jeb doesn't want to see his impending doom, so we're going to roll him this way. And stay connected to these solar cells for a little while longer. We don't want to be attached to this thing when it hits Atmo. Not that it'll start heating right away, but it'll cause some instability and some problems when we ditch it. We want to give it enough time to sail away from us so that it doesn't swing back and slap into us when we are entering. Alright. A little bit of Atmo now, so we'll just go ahead and ditch it. Goodbye, most of the Minok. You got us exactly where we wanted to be, just not at the right time. Alright. Nothing left to do now but free fall. Whoa. What was that? Yeah, well, alright. Fireworks. Kind of the fun part of ditching stuff on re-entries. You get to watch it too. Oh, yeah, it's starting to break up. There goes a piece. Oh. Oh, awesome. There go a bunch of little pieces. Yeah, it's breaking up some more. That would have been fun to watch, but we need to be paying attention here because, ooh, that heat shield's starting to go. Yeah, so we're going to angle it down just a little bit to try to use that heat shield to generate a little lift. And basically, altitude is life. You want to keep as much as you can to slow down. With the new deadly re-entry, you got to be, I don't know what exactly the speed is. I've usually been waiting for between 300 and 250 meters a second before deploying a parachute. Otherwise, it just gets torn right off, which makes a whole lot of sense. But in order to give ourselves enough time to slow down to that speed, we want to kind of angle our heat shield down, use it as a lifting surface to generate lift. A little redundant there, but no big deal. And give us some more time before we hit the ground to hopefully slow down enough to make deploying that parachute a feasible thing. Yeah, I've had a couple of drones and satellites plummet into the ground. Not that much lift, Jeb. While still getting heat shock effect. And nowhere near slow enough to deploy a chute. Alright. Yeah, we're totally going to be going slow enough, so we'll just try to stop before we get into that Rocky Mountain part there, or worse yet, the river. A rescue operation is going to be a lot easier if we land someplace relatively flat. So we're looking for flat, which it looks like before this hill, maybe. Well, here's hoping. Honestly, to me, this would be the absolute worst part of space travel. I'm deathly terrified of heights, so like 5 whole minutes of free fall would just... I'd lose my damn mind. And my bowels. That would be a really uncomfortable ride. Okay, yeah. Alright, slow enough now. Shoots out. And it stayed attached. Glory, glory, hallelujah. You will survive this day, Jeb. Get rid of that heat shield. It's just dead weight at this point. We don't need it anymore. Now just a glorious little bit of parachute-assisted free fall. And gently cozy this on down. Boink. Wow, good job, Jeb. You've made it this far. You might have earned a chance to get out and stretch your legs a little bit there, buddy. So, well, take advantage of a good situation. Well, we've already got that one. So, well, scoop some dirt. Or talk to us about dirt. Yeah. Hey, it's something, right? And, well, nothing to do now. Jeb, you big hero. Except hang out and wait for rescue. From off there to the east. Or the west. That would be west, wouldn't it? Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. I am the Cosmonaut, and thanks for watching. Coming up next time, Jeb gets rescued.